everybody, and welcome back to NASCAR Thunder 2003 Career Mode. We are back at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway for race number 3 of 2003. After a well improvement at Rockingham on pit road, we're hoping that we can start picking up the slack ourselves on the racetrack. Of course, the next race is when we should have our upgraded engine, which is something to look forward to. But for this race, we just have our best engine as of right now in the car, which gets us to P34 on lap 1. And then we'll also have a chassis upgrade available to us to build a new chassis after this race. So we should be able to select our next upgrade at the end of the episode as well. So plenty to look forward to in this one. So we come out of turn 3 and 4 there, a little tight in 3 and 4. It felt good in 1 and 2. Cross the line, and it's going to be P34.
NASCAR Winston Cup Racing has hit the jackpot this week as we come to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for today's UAW Daimler Chrysler 400. I'm Joe Moore along with Barney Hall. We'll be bringing you all the action right here on MRN. What kind of things should we look for in this one, Barney?
The drivers need to get a good feel for this track early on. With all the green flag laps they run here, if you make a mistake early on or miss an adjustment in your first stop, your race will quickly become worse and worse.
Johnny Benson won the Busch Series championship in 1995.
That championship was sandwiched between 2 Rookie of the Year awards. He won the Busch Series award in 1994, followed up his championship with Winston Cup rookie honors in 96.
Jimmy Johnson on pole for this one, and I tell you what, that 49 car has been really impressive in qualifying lately. Here we go, green flag is out, and we are racing in Sin City. Ricky Rudd starting alongside us there. He's going to get ahead. We got Biffle, Schrader, Kimmel, Craven behind us. This looks like the AI really slow through 1 and 2 here. We're going to go down underneath the apron, gain a couple spots here. Quite a few fantasy cars in this one. Seems like they're going to be rotating quite heavily throughout the season. Another checkup on the high lane there. Ricky Rudd's going to get around us, though, on the outside. He has a lot of momentum there as we complete the first lap. Getting us up to the top 30 for now. Whoa, Newman!
What the hell is that?
Don't quite understand what happened there. We were just driving the normal line, and then the lane checked up a ton, and it kind of seemed like Newman started to come down. May have been one of those as I was coming up, he was coming down, but such an intense checkup in that lane, we couldn't slow down in time, ran right into the back of him. Minor damage on our car, and maybe minor damage to Newman too. He's okay, he's continuing. But interesting to say the least. You can see the group in front of Todd Bodine here slowing down a ton in the middle of the corner, so not sure if there's something going on with the AI right now. Get back to the inside of Elliott Sadler here. Todd Bodine really slowing us up here. Sadler's going to get to the outside of Bodine. Here comes Kevin Harvick. He's looking for the spot, along with Robbie Gordon. We have to send it down the inside here. We got to try to get back past Todd Bodine when we can here. As now Harvick's going to go to the outside line here. Whoa, sorry, Harvick made contact with him, and he's going to fall back. And oh, chaos in the back.
The 113 car.
And then we tapped the wall because I drove it in too deep, so all hell breaking loose here in the first couple laps. Making contact with everybody in this race. As the 113 is now ahead of us. Don't know. I can't remember who that's supposed to be. They're trying to use a little bit of a higher lane here, but so hard on exit. You have to get out of the throttle again here. We gotta try to do something because clearly just staying on the inside lane isn't helping because we can't really get past anybody that way. So here we go, following that 113 car. A little bit of a better run there. Now we're gonna try to get down to the inside of Todd Bodine here.
Keep it smooth, just like that.
Send it down the inside as we have a blown engine up ahead, slowing some cars up. It's Ward Burton. Slows up the 21 and 55, so we'll go ahead, sneak on past. And there's somebody else in the pit, so it's either from the contact earlier or it's another blown engine. 2 in 1 lap would be really odd. And yellow flag is now out, and it is another blown engine, so somebody else now out of the race as we come to the caution flag. It looks like that's the 43 of John Andretti. Let's see what happened. And it looks like the 4 loses his hood. So he'll be without a hood for the race. Now, we're going to do something here I may regret, but we're going to go ahead and pit under this yellow just to keep us out on track longer and we'll have fresher tires. And also that way we can go ahead and repair the damage. So we'll go ahead and do that and loosen the car up a little bit. We're the only one to pit, so we'll be at the end of the field when we go green. So it appears the 25 also came down pit road with us under the caution. Green flag back out now. We're on lap 11.
The 25 car is going hard.
Oh, the 25 is a lap down, but for some reason is behind me and not up front where lap cars should be restarting. That's a little odd. But back under green now. Pit stop should be starting relatively soon here, so we shouldn't be able to stretch it to the end or anything, but we should be able to stretch it pretty long. And here we go. Pit stops are starting now, so who knows? Maybe we could possibly play it right and go to the end, but that'd be really hard. But either way, we can now go and at least try to just do a splash and go maybe at the end. So what I'll go ahead and be trying to do is just lift and coast as much as possible, try to stay off the brake to make sure we can stretch this fuel as long as possible.
Hold your line. He's still there.
So we head down to the inside here. Now, if we could finish the highest out of the No Bull cars, I don't know who they are. This is actually a No Bull 5 race. I just remembered that. So there is potential here for us to win $1 million here. But if not, as long as we finish in the top 5, we will be eligible for the next one at Lowe's, which would be helpful as we are lapping these guys coming out of the pits. So these are the early pitters. See the 41 up ahead and one of the Dodges. Not sure which one. So we are way down on the apron here, trying to make the track as short as possible for us here to get underneath Ricky Craven.
All right, now get hungry. We need to eat up this 10-second gap.
Here comes Elliott Sadler, who had pitted. Remember, he's going to be a lap down to us.
He's still there.
And these guys that are coming out, they are in traffic too. So as you can see, they're getting held up by this group in front of us, which is helping. Another car on pit road, not sure if they're pitting, but the leaders are going to start coming down pit road now. Whole group of them look like they're about to come here. 10 laps to go and more cars keep on pitting, which is exactly what, honestly, again, you expect it because they need to pit for fuel, but it's going to keep helping us here. We're going to keep getting cars a lap down, or at least at the tail end of the lead lap, like these guys in front of us who have already pit. The current leader is on pit road here. Somebody else takes over, so either way, we should get 5 bonus points for leading a lap in this race, which is nice. So just trying to save the tires and fuel, because again, if we do have to pit, hopefully it can only be for a splash and go. So work our way through 1 and 2 here. The 19 car underneath, so that must have been Bill Elliott earlier.
Fuel tank ought to be about half empty.
We are halfway on fuel with under 10 to go. So, still a while to go here. This could go any way, but not bad so far, as we should take the lead here. Not going to lead this lap, but we will lead the next one.
Now let's work our way to the front.
So everyone around us now is either a lap down or at the tail end of the lead lap. We'll have to keep an eye out on who second place is and how far back they are. Probably going to be in that pack you see coming out of 3 and 4 now and coming across the start-finish line. So we'll have a lot of gap to play with as we try to hold on to the fuel here. And there's a crash in the back. I just saw that. It looked like it was the 55 car. No caution, though, and that's exactly what we don't want. We do not want a caution right now. As cars continue to go ahead and get past us, I make a little bit of contact with the 4 and the 30. No harm, no foul, though. We're going to stay green, and we just got to coast now. Just got to keep trying to save fuel.
The 10 car is passing high.
Those dots are the cars that are in second, third, and etc. as we make a little bit of contact with Craven there. Just trying to stay off the brakes. And trying to also go fast. Just a couple laps to go. Coming to 2 to go. And we could win this race, win another $1 million, and be eligible for the next No Bull 5. I see the dots. They are coming. I think that's Dale Jr. back there. 2 laps to go. Very low fuel. Got to use this lap traffic to my advantage here to try to keep Dale Jr. back here. So I can't really let them by here. I need them as a pick between me and Dale Jr.
The 26 car is coming up quick.
I see Tony Stewart as well. Oh, don't put me 3 wide, guys, here. White flag is out, and they're here. Do we have enough fuel? Do we have the pace? Whoa, the 25 just shoved us. No, we're sliding up the track. Here comes Tony Stewart and Dale Jr.
Okay, we're clear.
Dive it back down the inside and make contact with the 16, which shoves the 20 up. But here comes Mark Martin underneath. And out of nowhere, Mark Martin's going to win this race. We are going to come home in second place. I have no idea, though, if we won $1 million. We'll have to check after the race. But damn, but still a great finish.
Not many drivers led a lap in this race.
Well, to be honest, Joe, I'm a little surprised that we didn't have more leaders. Just goes to show that with the right setup and the right strategy, you really can dominate a NASCAR Winston Cup race.
The 63 car really did a fantastic job keeping his car away from trouble all race long.
And that'll be a relief on the old wallet, too. Costs big money to keep these NASCAR Winston Cup cars in tip-top shape week in and week out. When you don't damage them on race day, helps save a lot of time and a lot of money.
This has been NASCAR Winston Cup Racing, brought to you by EA Sports and MRN. So long, we'll see you next week at the Atlanta Motor Speedway.
So I was so caught up in the end of that, I forgot we don't win the $1 million because we didn't win the race. It's not the highest of the 5 finishers, so we didn't win the $1 million, unfortunately. We came so close, but we are eligible for the next one, which is at the Lowe's Motor Speedway in the Coke 600. Sucks we couldn't win that race, but still an absolutely fantastic result for us and the team, a second place finish. So we do have a new R&D to do. So if we look, we have 2 power, 1 efficiency, 1 grip, 1 wear, 1 downforce. We go ahead to research. Now, engine power is going to cost us a lot of money, of course. However, honestly, I think that's probably the most important thing to do since it's what we seem to struggle so much for. So $3 million can get it done in 9 races. We'll go ahead and get that done. We'll go ahead, make a new chassis, and get our best and newest upgraded engine in the car for Atlanta. So that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe for more NASCAR Thunder 2003 content, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!